Today, we're going to explore Vibrant Viognier, a white grape variety that has some very special characteristics, besides its name that everyone, unless you're French, needs practice saying. Think about pouring a glass of Viognier instead of your usual white wine. We'll explain why. Allison, Christine, and I are sharing 3 wines of Viognier that have intense aromatics, a refreshing flavor profile, and a remarkable ability to pair with food. By the end of this episode, you'll want to have what we're having. Keep watching, add your thoughts and name of your favorite Viognier in the comments, and subscribe to our channel. Cheers! Originating in southern France, Viognier is a full-bodied, dry white wine known for its perfumed aromas of honeysuckle, tangerine, and peach. Like Chardonnay, Viognier has the potential to produce full-bodied wines with lush, soft character. But in contrast to Chardonnay, Viognier has more natural aromatics that include notes of peach, pears, violets, and minerality. In France, Viognier is the only permitted grape for the French wine Condrieu in the Rhone Valley.
Because Viognier grows very well in every climate, it's also cultivated in New Zealand, Italy, Australia, Argentina, Canada, Chile, and various places across the United States. The flavor profile reflects its unique terroir and the winemaking style. In some regions, it is co-fermented with the red grape, Syrah, where it can offer color and aroma to the wine. Viognier is best consumed young, although it does have the ability to age. It's a bit finicky, just a bit. Once Viognier hits its ripeness and plateau, acid can drop, so the grape growers and winemakers have to be very alert in the vineyard.
So Viognier is actually the state grape of Virginia. But here's some other interesting facts for American Viognier lovers. In California, in 1990, there were only 23 tons in California. One of those tons was in Los Olivos in Santa Barbara wine country. And that's very little. There was like less than 1 acre. Today, there are 18,000 tons in California. And there's a good bulk of it. It's about 1,900 in the Central Coast area of Paso, San Luis Obispo County, and Santa Barbara. And Grenache Blanc is actually half of that. So quite a bit of Viognier growing in California today.
So Allison, your grape isn't from Virginia, right? Where is your Viognier from? California?
No, of course it's from California, you know, where it's actually, there's a lot growing down today. So I went to Lodi in the Central Coast and have the Acquiesce. You can see that beautiful label. It's a beautiful bottle. I have to give you the full shot of it. This is the Acquiesce Viognier 2019. It's from the Mokelume River AVA in Lodi. Now, Lodi is located in the Central Valley between San Francisco Bay and the Sierra Nevada, and it's home to more than 100,000 acres of premium wine grapes. It's predominantly a red wine growing area. I mean, that's what everyone thinks of it. 2/3 is planted to red grapes. And it is considered the Zinfandel capital of the world. It is where 40% of California's Zinfandel comes from. So I'm sure you're thinking like, why white wine? But they have a Mediterranean climate, they have warm days and cool nights, and they have this delta breeze. It's a name that comes off the river, the Sacramento River, and it brings this cool air. So you get real diurnal shifts, very similar to the Southern Rhone. And what do they grow in the Southern Rhone? A lot of white varieties, including Viognier. So Acquiesce was started by Sue and Rodney Tipton, who came from Chicago. They had fallen in love with a Chateauneuf de Pape White, which is a really rare wine to find. It has 13 grapes in it, Viognier being one of them. And Sue went on a quest to craft world-class white wines from her estate vineyard, focusing exclusively on Rhone white wines. She had started with Grenache Blanc in 2008, planted Viognier in 2009, and she's a sustainable grape grower. She handpicks, she presses in whole clusters to capture the fresh flavor of Viognier. The grapes were harvested in the early morning. So to Christine's point, a lot of acidity. She wants to get acidity at its very highest. The juice is then cool fermented and put in stainless steel tanks. And I get honey tangerine, I get peach. I get all those kind of fruit and floral aromas that you guys talked about. It's crisp and it's dry. There is a roundness on the palate, like a creaminess, but it's got so much acidity, and that's what I love. Viognier that has such a pretty nose, but when it doesn't have acidity, it just falls flat on my palate. And this does not fall flat on my palate. This is a wine that actually Sue loves to pair wine with food. And so her recommendation for this particular Viognier is to do a beet and goat cheese and Marcona almond salad. So
Wow.
that's what I would have with this Viognier.
Yum.
Wow, that's perfect.
Sounds delish.
I know. All right, Christine, I have a feeling your Viognier isn't from California.
You are right. I got to stay in my beloved British Columbia. I am drinking none other than the very sought after, actually, Tightrope Viognier from the Naramata Bench in the Okanagan Valley. This retails for $25. And Allie, female winemaker.
Female winemaker.
Oh, just wait. I've got my turn coming.
Yay, ladies. The winemaker for Tightrope is Lindsay O'Rourke, and she and her husband Graham met, and they're the proprietors. Lindsay grew up in British Columbia, and after their first child was born, they realized that they really wanted to, realize this dream of having a winery in the Okanagan. So they headed to New Zealand and both came away with honors degrees in oenology and viticulture. So talented, smart, and good looking. A good looking couple. Viognier is the 7th most grown grape variety in BC. So not super popular, but we do it really well. And I think that we're going to just start doing it more. Tasting notes on this. Whew. Allie, I think we're almost like tasting the same wine. I've got orange blossom, mandarin, apricot. This was fermented for 3 months in oak barrels. So there is that gentle complexity. The texture of this is outstanding. And that acid backbone is still there. It's present, it's persistent, it's lingering. Ooh, and really, Lindsay is one of my favorite winemakers in the Okanagan Valley, and this Viognier is sold out like pretty fast. She's amazing. And pairing butternut squash soup.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say, because it's got that acid, it's got that creaminess. Woo, yum, yum, yum. So, okay, California, British Columbia, Cindy?
Well, I could have chosen a Viognier from Virginia. That is my home state.
Yeah.
But I went back to California, this time Sonoma County, and specifically Lambert Bridge Viognier 2019. It's $55. It's for wine, it's for wine club members only. I have a 2018 and 2019. Obviously, this is the current release. It's very young. It's delicious. But about Lambert Bridge first. Lambert Bridge is a winery. It's in the heart of Sonoma County, just west of Dry Creek and close to the bridge called, aptly so, Lambert Bridge. The winemaker is Jennifer Higgins, and she is as nice as could be. I kind of wish she was right here with us because she would laugh and talk and just be so much fun to be with. She loves Lambert Bridge because the production is very limited. And she has full control of the farming and the winemaking process from the beginning to the end, which I think it just makes it very special for all of us, really. I love her laugh. She's just a delight to know. And her wines reflect, I think, the just the intelligence of Jen in terms of winemaking skills, and of course the terroir of Dry Creek Valley. She says that this Viognier is like springtime in the bottle. And I absolutely agree. It's fresh and lively, florals everywhere, and it's just made my day brighter. It's actually, the sun is coming out here in Chicago, so a little Viognier in the glass just makes everything a little bit better, right? This is 100% Viognier from 2 of Lambert Bridge's favorite Sonoma County vineyards, the Bevel Vineyard, and I'm going to chop this name up, the Sel Kerse Vineyard. I'm sure I'm going to get a phone call this afternoon. The 40-year-old dry farmed bevel vineyards just suggest that floral aromatics and honeysuckle and the orange blossoms with the stone fruit. Doesn't that make your mouth just salivate right now? And then the organically farmed other vineyard, Cel Querce vineyard, provides that apricot nectar and that bright lemon flavor. So for a young wine, this is actually pretty full and weighty on the palate, brilliant texture. And the finish is just lingering. And I'm thinking with the 2019 to pair this with sushi, spring salads, maybe for it brunch, Sunday brunch or Saturday morning brunch would be perfect. Especially if you're eating outside, you see some flowers on the side. It'd be delicious.
I love how we found 3 Viogniers that are all just so bright and acidic and made by women.
Made by women.
That's right. Exactly. But these 3 wines prove that, especially like in Lodi in British Columbia, Viognier grows and thrives in so many different areas, which I think that's, like you said, a win-win.
Absolutely.
So anyway, in this episode, we've learned about the unique characteristics of Viognier. See, that's the pronunciation. I want to make this perfectly clear. Viognier.
Viognier.
Everybody say
Viognier.
It together, girls. Viognier. And hopefully you'll be able to choose a nice spring wine for yourself. And I'm definitely ready for spring with this Viognier. Let us know your thoughts about Viognier in the comments and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have you on our team. All right, ready for the cheers?
Yep.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.